Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 29. Jamaica and the United States have signed an energy framework agreement to increase energy cooperation and infrastructure investment on the island. The agreement was signed on Wednesday between Prime Minister Andrew Holness and U.S. Secretary of Treasury Steven Mnuchin. It's part of a U.S. initiative called America's Grow. Under the agreement, the two countries will cooperate to identify cleaner energy sources for powering Jamaica's economic growth.
Thank you to the Treasury Department for your support, your very strong support in assisting Jamaica in doing what we have done in terms of our fiscal turnaround and our economic reforms. And we're also very thankful for the understanding and facilitation that you have given us in other critical regional matters. It really means a lot to us. And as we look to strengthen our relationship, we welcome the deepening partnership in energy.
The performance under successive IMF programs has been stellar, and you are a model for not only other Caribbean countries, but for countries around the world in getting your finances in order. And we look forward to working very closely together with you in the future.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called on the Organization of American States, OAS, to strengthen its support for the fight against the illegal gun trade among member states.
It is rapidly leading to the destruction of many of the gains made by countries in the Americas.
The Prime Minister was addressing Tuesday's protocolary session of the OAS in the United States capital of Washington, D.C. He said Jamaica would also be deepening its cooperation with the OAS to increase the island's clean energy mix by 50%. The OAS meeting was among the Prime Minister's engagements on the first leg of his three-country working visit. Mr. Holness is now in Buenos Aires, Argentina, for the November 30 to December 1 G20 summit. Reggae music has been inscribed on the UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The decision to name reggae as one of the creations worthy of protection and promotion was made by the Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage, which is meeting in Mauritius until December 1. In announcing the decision, UNESCO states that reggae's basic functions as a vehicle of social commentary, as a cathartic experience, and means of praising God remain unchanged, and the music continues to provide a voice for all. Culture Minister Olivia Grange was in Mauritius to welcome the news that is the result of her ministry's application earlier this year.
Jamaica expresses its sincere thanks for the tremendous support we have received from state parties for the inscription of the reggae music of Jamaica. We consider intangible cultural heritage to be of extreme significance in a country's identity, and so in Jamaica we are proud of the fact that this element of reggae music is one in which we often describe as that which we eat, sleep, and breathe.
The representative list seeks to enhance visibility for the traditions and know-how of communities without recognizing standards of excellence or exclusivity. Jamaica's nomination is one of 6 approved this week. More than 7,000 residents of several communities in South St. James now have access to improved water supply. This follows the completion of 4 major projects by the Rural Water Supply Limited, valued at approximately $54 million. They include the rehabilitation and/or upgrading of the Spring Gardens and Montpelier water supply systems, as well as improvements to the rainwater harvesting systems at Anchovy Primary and the Roehampton Primary and Basic School. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Carl Samuda, says government is working with speed to put infrastructure in place for consistent water supply to underserved communities.
The work that is in progress, that is necessary to be done, is the upgrade of the ROPA system for Maroon Town, especially, that would bring water to that town. The other system, which is the Caenwood system, that would supply Montpelier, Mount Carey, and Anchovy, is not, Derek, anything that is going to be outstanding for a long time. And indeed, the tender has been put out, and we are expecting that very early in the new year that project will commence.
Minister Samuda was speaking on Friday at a symbolic turn-on and tour of the Montpelier system. The 10-year strategic development plan for the public health sector is expected to be finalized within the next few months. This was disclosed by Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton at the official opening of the $860 million National Linear Cancer Treatment Center at St. Joseph's Hospital.
That will chart a course over the next 10-20 years as to where we need to go in terms of public health infrastructure, in terms of people, in terms of equipment, in order to address the concerns of our population and in keeping with our long-term vision for sustainable development.
Dr. Tufton says the newly acquired state-of-the-art linear accelerator cancer treatment machine is a pivotal part of the plan. He says the ministry has received approval to commission a study for the development of the hospital into a center of excellence for cancer treatment and kidney care. And finally, the National Council on Drug Abuse, NCDA, is pointing to an urgent need to tackle a worrying misperception among youth regarding ganja decriminalization and its use. NCDA Executive Director Michael Tucker told a recent JIS think tank that it would need more resources for interventions that discourage young people from using the substance.
Many of them think that decriminalization means legalization, and therefore they think they should be able to operate with ganja like how they operate with tobacco or alcohol. Many too think that they can do or use ganja in any circumstance and any place.
The law decriminalizes the use and possession of 2 ounces or less of ganja, making it a ticketable offense. Persons under age 18 are prohibited from possessing or using the substance. It is allowed with strict conditions for scientific and medicinal purposes and as a sacrament for members of the Rastafarian faith. Mr. Tucker says ongoing national drug prevention efforts will need to be scaled up to spread awareness. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.